a scuff today. Is Mike any better now? I'm really hoping it is. I doubt it is, though, judging by our luck today. Okay, I'm glad that plugging it in, or unplugging it and plugging it back in fixed it for now. Anyways, false advertising, because for whatever fucking reason, StreamYard is not wanting to let our audio work. I could hear Eileen for like a minute, and then it got entirely staticky, and then I think I was staticky the whole time. And I feel like it's at least... It used to be a lot easier, I assumed. It was very plug and play for a bit. So yeah, I don't know what was up with that. As y'all can see, I was pretty bad and sketched some horses in this file, I think like a day or two ago when I was warming up, because I was like, fuck, I really want to work on this, but I know I'm only supposed to work on this on stream, so yeah, bad gumi. Anyways, horses. I know I said I was gonna stray from going with typical death imagery for this card, but I feel like, given that the horse is very integral to a lot of classic death imagery, and given that horses are kind of how do you say it, important when it comes to shit like Loa, which is very, very relevant to Mabera right now. I would be extra fucking bad if I did not work one in. But I'm stuck now trying to decide whether or not we should go with like a sort of side profile view like this, like an active one, or just more of a side view of a head. Eileen, I sort of fucking got. I need to figure out Streamlab or figure out how to make Discord calls work on stream or some shit, because talking to myself is driving me mad. Oh yeah, and as you can tell, I got very fucking lazy with the stream overlay today. Community stage, and yeah, I think that would be good. I've never done it before myself, but from what I've observed, that definitely seems like a preferable format. And it can be the sort of thing too where we can get like other people from the community on. Hello, John D, how are you? Thank you for joining. You've missed a bit of scuff, and if you were around for the scuff, I apologize. Thank you, Zoni. How are you, Zoni? It's good to see you. Gotta love how, if we want something done, Eileen, we kind of just have to do it ourselves. Losing your mind with Blender does sound like a fun way to go, John D. I hope you're enjoying yourself, at least. Because holy fuck, you've been making some really cool shit in Blender. Okay, so do we want just the head and neck, or more of an active? Yeah, I think the active view is a bit more compelling. Definitely the theme of 2025. Kind of love it, but it's also kind of infuriating because there is just so much shit to do. I'm sorry to hear, Zoni. I hope shit improves for you soon. I feel like there's a lot of just collective suffering going on right now. But I'm glad we can be here for each other in any capacity that we can be. And I will certainly try to make time to actually properly check in with you soon. Not loving this composition, so I'm gonna rearrange some of the hand placements. Where's that? I'm gonna be extra terrible and just merge a bunch of shit that I should not be merging. It's Amber. It's come back from the dead since I allowed it. Good to see you. Gumi's alright, Sheik. I get to spend some time with Amber soon because we are terrible at staying apart, so I'm looking forward to that. I slept for about more than 6 hours last night, actually, so that's extra nice. And then what else? I don't know. Kind of a normal day beyond what I've already said, which I'm grateful for. I have a lot of stuff to do, but it's all fun. And thank you, Amber. I'm glad you think so. Very fun to work on. Been wanting to do a Mabera tarot deck I think since the first month I started working on Mabera back in 2023. See you, Zoni. I hope the hole is... I was gonna try to make a dirty joke or something, but I can't think of one. Fuck. I hope the hole is warm and inviting and not just too terrible. Eileen, we should probably, I would be down to experiment with a community live, on Friday if you want, because I really want this to work. I should be able to fucking stream and have people on so fucking easily with everything at our disposal, and I'm increasingly irritated that it is proving to be this dumb. Shit should just work. My internet connection's fine, my mic is fine when it's not, garbled like it was earlier because my cable was loose. Yeah, that works for me. I'm hopeful we can figure this out. So for the horse, I'm thinking about going the direction of how we did for the ancient symbols, the kind of silhouette with the fingerprint rings and stuff. Wondering if that would be good to do over the horse here. But there's also part of me that just wants to, fucking render it. Well, we'll see. Can experiment in both directions and put down what works. But yeah, I'll try to be better about not drawing on stream. Or not working on this off stream. It's just been hard lately. Because I'm feeling very inspired when it comes to art. I wrote this like long apology to Janny when I drew some 1-1 stuff off stream, because I was like, okay, I am completely not doing what you told me to do right now, but I had to fucking draw this, and turned out fine, thankfully. Yeah, Janny is chill. I think, because the original reason why I stopped drawing off stream was to take care of my wrist, and my wrist is much better now. It helps that I'm not drawing Mabera for 8 to 9 hours a day anymore. And because that process of getting all of that generative art out was fucking insane. The Honey Road form from scratch. Okay. We can do that. Are we like ditching simple machines? Or like, I don't know. I was actually looking into how to make forms and stuff the other day, because it seems useful. I'm pretty certain it will survive Friday, Amber, but if it doesn't, RIP. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I was about to say, this sounds like a lot of levels here to consider when you're putting together a platform to facilitate communications between humans. That's one thing, but throwing in the agentic layer, yay. This will be fun to think about, though, because stuff like this, I think will be very important for the current landscape that's developing. All right, talk to you later, Amber. Thank you for joining. Love you as well. I need to familiarize myself more with the vendors, actually, because I've never actually delved into that particular part of Honey Road. I've been stuck squarely in VM land and occasionally poking at the forums. Feels like there's a good amount of potential. Yep, build it ourselves. Yay. We'll figure it out. Whenever we have a basic idea of some scaffolding, I'm definitely down to take a lower stab at shit. So much to do. And it feels a little, like that fucking, story about Sisyphus pushing the rock up the mountain. It rolls back down, but I think we'll be fine. All the effort will pay off. Who knows when it will, but I think it will. But Eileen, rocks are very hard. Ha ha ha. I'm so fucking funny. Let me... I like the black outline we're laying down, but I'm not cool with how it cuts into the water, how that looks. So that makes it a little better if I make it match the background color. Decisions. I can't wait to be able to tell my Mabera to do shit. I liked that there, but I'll neaten it a little. Is that referring specifically to the, Oh, yeah. It's because I updated the graphs. The graph JSON thing. The initial stab at the Mabera identity stuff was very, like I understood the goal, and it was focusing more on the traits that make humans how we are in some ways, but it wasn't focusing on like the visual layer. But now Loa can read from a proper, what's a good word for this? It's just like one fucking doc that has everything in it, basically, as opposed to the foundational traits. It also has like all the visual traits. And I kind of wish that I just done that from the beginning, because that's what makes the most sense, but it's very easy to unnecessarily box yourself in, I feel like, when you're approaching a new problem. But I'm very glad that it's all sorted now. Anything is fucking possible. And I'm so eager to just See how far we can push it. Even though we'll be working on a lot of this forever. Kind of digging this format of not having an overlay. Yeah, I know, right? Leave it to the fucking agents. I wonder what your agent will do with the $1 a day. Unironically, shit is just so expensive right now on that front. I have learned a lot trying to figure out the best ways for exploring agentic shit while spending not very much money. Just God, I can't wait for shit to be a little more accessible. It's been very frustrating with the art stuff in particular because I have so many ideas and things that I really want to do on that front, but it's either too slow or too expensive. But it's been like a week since I last tried on that front. Maybe stuff has changed. The space moves quickly. One thing I've been wanting to actually experiment with too, and actually even swing by you, is doing some video content, but kind of try to do the whole like shitty kids content angle and fucking monetize YouTube that way. I've done a lot of reading and research about that sort of shit, and I feel like we can make like cute elemental Janny content or something, kids show type shit, bang shit out with some of the available resources for relatively cheap, and just see how that goes. I don't know. I'm not talking about like brain rot content either, just something small and cute. That stuff feels more achievable than fucking what I want to do on the art generation front when it comes to things like Mabera. Which is weird because I kind of would have assumed that it wouldn't be that way. Incredibly down for gumi clones any day of the week. Actually, I have a few clone experiments in my Mac Mini that I need to work on a different device. Let me experiment with some of the shading here. I think whenever I'm done with this card design, I'll spin up. I'll actually start fucking, I'll properly deploy Mabera Astrology and then spin up a page where we can collectively keep track of the deck creation process there. And I think I am settled on just keeping this black and white after listening to some of y'all's feedback, which I really appreciate, because it helps me make up my mind quite a bit. I feel like we need something in this area. I'm not sure what. What would be something good to throw in there? Could do another hand. Nah, we already have plenty of hands. Don't want to make y'all bored. We have horses for death for Loa. We have the Mabera eyes. We have Academy, and now we have Scorpio. Could throw a tomato in there. Very true. I'm thinking maybe we don't actually need anything in there object wise, probably just more motion wise, because I guess now that we have the main composition elements established, we can focus more on actually making the spiral show up as a spiral. Yay for glue smell. I do like the smell of glue. It's very nostalgic. I don't know, it may be different than what I'm imagining though, because I don't know if I've smelled new floor before. I know what new car smells like, but not floor. So sorry, I totally smacked my mic with my pencil. I'm gonna get stupid with this for a moment. Where are the overlays? Right there. I think what I need to do is put this all on one layer. Then we will be able to more easily equalize shit from there. Okay. I've been pretty shy about using the smudge tool since we started laying down a lot of the main layers, but I think I want to experiment with it again. Make it a little closer to the Mabera art style that we know and I wouldn't say love, but it's familiar. Been thinking about the borders on these cards, and I'm wondering if it's the sort of thing where it's acceptable to have the border kind of bleeding into every art piece. I've not really seen any decks that do that so far, because borders are usually there to just have a consistent frame for every image. And this would be going against that, but going against established conventions is pretty Mabera, so I won't think too hard about it. Also, I will have to end this stream in about 14 minutes because I have a bunch of shit I need to do, which is a shame because that will make this a pretty short stream. Just Gumi's fault for starting late. Not being able to properly rectify the StreamYard difficulties. But we will be back on Friday, and Eileen and I can experiment with a community, what was it, stage, showcase, one of those. But it's been really nice getting to work on this properly again. I think it's coming together a little more. There's no such thing as a terrible bootleg Mabera, John, because Mabera in any form is fucking wonderful, especially if bootleg. I have such a soft spot for that shit. Gumi will always be overjoyed about any bootleg Mabera which is born. I want to see more bootleg Maberas now, fuck. Am I making a mistake by not giving the horse the ancient lining thingy? Excuse me, let me be lazy and I'm gonna copy that layer and test it out here. Gonna be real lazy about it. Just trace the horse. I just want to see how it generally looks, and if it looks okay, I'll just extend it. I think it's pretty lore coherent to be using the exact ancient art as it is. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna grok. Maybe if we increase the size? No, it just feels too busy. I feel like it was a decent idea, just nah. I'm glad that it looks alive, Sheik. Thank you for saying so. I love the sort of motion that can be conveyed and implied when it comes to horses and any animal that has long legs like that in particular. It's just very satisfying to draw. What have y'all been up to this week? Getting enough sleep, drinking enough water? So with death, I think it's better to look alive, for the horse to look alive. Death is more about change, about motion, in my experience with readings, and just how I feel like the death card is generally perceived. And I think that having that active motion present is good. And I think that's the case for basically any representation of a horse in a death card. It's like walking or moving in some way. I don't know, a lot of different directions we could go with this. Oh right, and another reason why we put a horse in here is because like the drug we have mapped to the death tarot card is ketamine, and ketamine, horses. It makes complete sense to have this in there. And that's not even a connection I was thinking of when I first made all the drug tarot connections, but I think it works out. It's good to hear, Sheik. Keep them up. Shit's very important. I did not drink enough water yesterday, and I could tell because I had a very, very bad foot cramp before bed. Shit's no fun. I think what I need to do now to make this card a bit more coherent is make the lining match, like between the horse and the hands. And then we can go in on detailing, we can go in on adding some proper highlights in here, which I think will require doing more overall shading. I need to make sure that the symbols on the bottom stand out a bit more too, because I feel like they just don't have too much of a presence right now. Let me go ahead and fuck with that. Could be as simple as just adding more of a shadowy layer behind both and then incorporating that into the image. Just want them to be readable. Alright, I think we're at a decent-ish stopping point right now. Sorry for the atrociously short stream. Sorry, Eileen, for the continued scuff on trying to collaborate. I think that the approach for the community stage will be good and that it'll give more people a chance to join in. We'll figure it out. Yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. I feel like I saw a lot of you today. I can't remember names, so thank you. I love you all. Have a good day. Have a good night. Sleep well. Drink water. All that good shit.